boring stuff. It's sordid, but it's boring. And I don't understand why it keeps going. I think, well, really only pretty bad people, including fake news, want to keep something like that going. But credible information, let them give it. Anything that's credible, I would say, let them have it.
Let me tell you, I know for a fact documents are being suppressed. And they're being suppressed to protect individuals. I know the names of the individuals. I know why they're being suppressed. I know who's suppressing them. But I'm bound by confidentiality from a judge and cases, and I can't disclose what I know. But I hand to God, I know the names of people whose files are being suppressed in order to protect them. And that's wrong.
What is really striking to me is that Donald Trump has lost the plot, and maybe for the very, very first time. I mean, he has reason to believe that he could shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and not lose anyone. He's also been very successful in bending reality to his will, to making his base, think the way he thinks. He's also, keep in mind that he's the executive producer of The Trump Show, and one of his superpowers has been that he determines what we talk about, what they talk about, and what we don't talk about. The last 7 or 8 days, he has failed. He has failed to set the agenda. We are now talking about exactly what he does not want to talk about. And every time he opens his mouth, every time he puts out one of these social media posts, he digs a deeper hole. And this again goes back to that he's lost the plot. You cannot ask this vast movement to marinate in a certain idea of these pedophile cabals as a justification for so much of what he's done, and then suddenly push a button and say, no, there's nothing to see here. None of it's true. I mean, for years, the Epstein files have been the files that were going to blow the lid off the Democrats, right? And now suddenly he's pivoting and saying, no, it's the Democrats who wrote them. And if you care about something that I have told you to care about for years, you're doing the Democrats' bidding. This is not just mind exploding for us, because we're used to having our minds explode. It's mind exploding for many of the people in MAGA, and you see that playing out. And so I think he's rattled by this. I think you can feel it when he put out the post over the weekend and he got ratioed on his own social media platform. I think he sort of felt sort of a rumbling in the, out there in the universe. He heard something that he had not heard before, and these are the kinds of things that he pays attention to and that he's controlled up until now.
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Green Millstone. Salutation to all the brothers and the few sisters out there. Unto the Zacphonus from the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom in the Hebrew, which means peace. Another great division in Babylon the Great. And it's coming clearer and clearer. I even saw a video. It wasn't even a brother in the truth, or a sister that knows. And I even saw in a comment board somebody had put called Donald Trump Nero. So he's oozing that spirit, that Roman emperor spirit. Like, you're gonna do as I say. You're gonna believe what I tell you to believe. You have no other option. And this great divide, this great division that's he's causing amongst his followers is beautiful. It's poetry. All right. The great divider, the great peacemaker, is no longer bringing peace. He's bringing what is in his nature. His ego is surpassing. His ego is surpassing all the things that he has displayed. All right, there's no humility. There's no humility. There's no sympathy, empathy. All right, he don't care who he hurts, how he hurts them, All it is him, Donald J. Trump, being the devil that he is. All right? And this is why we, through the Spirit of the Lord, and our Apostle Tahar said it, which made a lot of sense. Said Tawadi Habashim Yahushua for Trump. Because Trump is showing something that these other Edomites haven't really shown. That pride, that ego. Then they all show it. Don't get it twisted. That's all part of it. That's all part of it. This is a dog and pony show. But this is more than any other president. To actually go out there and blast his followers like, y'all stupid. You know? And there's a great divide in this nation. And he's the one. And the scripture tells you about in Isaiah 19 chapter about the cruel Lord. He's that cruel Lord. He got like this Antiochus Epiphanes type spirit on him too. You know, there's something about this guy, yo. We like him for a reason, man. Because he might as well just say, so you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you Hebrew Israelites out there, here's the kingdom. Because the way he's moving, it's just a matter of time. And he's moving in warp speed. Soon, everybody, if you're not part of the system, you're out of the society. And we can't wait. Because once we out of this society, in other words, when all hell breaks loose and they implement this chip, all right, the mark of the beast, then guess what? Kingdom of heaven's at hand. So this guy, he's playing a beautiful role. But a couple of scriptures when I saw this, right? Let me get this real quick. Proverbs 28 and 25. He that is of a proud heart stir up strife. And that's what he's doing. All right. This is literally happened as I'm speaking. He's stirring up strife. He's proud. I don't even have to look up the Hebrew word for pride. All right. But pride, proud, he's everything above, man. He thinks that this man even have his own cologne line. 45th and 47th. This guy is just completely full of himself. Okay? He is the type of person, if it was two of him, he will screw himself. All right? But that's Esau. That's how Esau operates. That's how all these Edomites operate. From the small hatters to the no hatters. They all operate in a fashion of selfishness. Like they created something, like they're about something, and everybody is beneath them. So he's causing strife amongst his own people. Oh, real quick. Sirach 10 and 2. It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. So he has a spotty history, so to speak. And that spotty history, him and Giuliani was dressed like Marilyn Monroe, and they did like this little skit together. And he's acting like he's a manly man, but we know his secret. And this is why they promote the madness that they promote, because all these with this whole Epstein thing, jeez, how can I forget? That's what this whole thing is about, right? He's insulting his followers because they want answers about the whole Epstein thing, which he gave the promise. He's the one that said that he's gonna unveil everything, because they have him dead to right. He's also playing that side, and his history speaks for itself. So all this fake machismo, he's a Mo himself, man. All these Edomites. The scripture tells you. Let me get this real quick. I got come back. Deuteronomy 32. And it says, for their vine is the vine of Sodom, and the fields of Gomorrah. So that vine is what? Is a root. So their root, these other nations, their root is into sodomy and bestiality and pedophilia. All right? All this, but especially Esau. Out of all the nations that on the planet Earth, Esau is the most vilest person in the world. He's the same one that's talking about save the kids, and they did that movie. What is that movie called again? Jeez. The guy who played Jesus. He was in it. The what's that? Passion of Christ. That guy. I can't remember right now, but that movie, which he got a lot of slack for, especially at the time, and it's kind of, I want to say, when you see it goes on theaters and it get kind of promoted like it's against the system, it's for the system. All right, don't fall for the overnight righteous man up in the society, like the celebrities all of a sudden they care about humanity. And I seen a video of Mark Warburton that he's talking about being a Christian and all that. It's a hustle. All right, even Mel Gibson, not, he's against the small hatters, but he's still part of the system. So they made a film about children being abducted, and it was all about South America. But it was bought. There was the sex ring and everything. And then at the end of the film, they said that the most pedophilia watch videos is a booming business here in America. And that's under whose watch? That's under these Edomites' watch. All right? These presidents, from every last one of them. And I'm thinking about George Bush. And George Bush Sr., there's a lot of history I know. But George Bush Sr., he was part of the CIA. And there was a guy called Larry King. And it was a program, like a boys and girls program. I can't remember the particular name, but he was one of the powerful people that was behind that shit. And they got rid of the middleman, Larry King, when they was finding little boys and little girls in the streets, and they was giving them to politicians and so forth. So all these people that's in power position, when they tell you about, oh, they're gonna save the kids, yeah, mostly they have some kids down below, under their basement, or they're doing some vile shit, because of the simple fact the wicked is in power. All right, Jake like to act like they want to go into a system and clean it out. You can't clean out something that was created to be that way. You can't be a cop and clean up the police departments of any city. Ain't gonna happen. You might be that exceptional one for the time being, but if you're righteous, your righteous spirit is not gonna deal in that. So this whole entire system is built on the spirit of sodomy and that spirit of Gomorrah. All right. And it says back to Sirach 10:5 now. An unwise king destroyeth his people. The miseducated people on the planet Earth is Americans. All right. The most poison is Americans. Poisoning what? Food and mentality. That's what it says in Isaiah 6:2. Grows darkness to people. All right. This is nothing but a giant experiment of hypnosis, of witchcraft. And this man is completely destroying his people. So now look at this. His man made so much fucking promises and not one that he's delivering. Matter of fact, the promise that he started with the campaign, He give you a taste, and then he's reneging. All right, he's reneging everything. So he's an unwise king. It says, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited, which is the righteous kings. But they ain't a righteous king. We're not in a righteous society. Period. Point blank. Period. So going back to Proverbs 28:5, it said, he that is proud of heart, which is mind, stir up strife. But he that putteth his trust in the Lord shall be made fat. So those of us, the scripture says that has in Habakkuk, the just shall live by faith. All right. Who's the just? The righteous. So we live in a credit. All right, which is far greater than any man can ever muster of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is guiding us. He's protecting us. He's leading us in the right direction. All right. So you're not supposed to be proud. And look at what's going to happen to the proud of heart. It says, he that trusteth in his own heart is a fool. Yeah, that's why Trump says the things that he says. He's telling you what's good and what's bad. And if you go against him, you're foolish. Make that shit make sense. But whoso walketh wisely shall be delivered. He that giveth unto the poor shall not lack, but he that hideth his eyes shall have many a curse. When the wicked rise, men hide themselves. When they perish, the righteous increase. So, hey, the Spirit have it where we in the forefront. You had a lot of people. There was one particular guy. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna run. You know, the FBI is after me, and this, that, to the third. There's a few cats that said that, and it was supposed to be Hebrew Israelites. The Lord got us, all right? The Lord is protecting us. So no matter what the enemy says and no matter what the enemy does, the Lord is with his men, all right? But what the Lord is doing, he's raising up this bastard Esau to the highest level. And mainly his main focus is here in America. Proverbs 16:18. It says, pride goeth before destruction. All right? And that's what we see. There's no saving these people. Anybody that got the mindset like, yo, we got to pray for these people. We got to do... Nah, you in the wrong spirit, my man. And since you in that wrong spirit, the Lord's going to destroy you. All right, you're an enemy of Yahweh Shai. It's quite simple. All right, it's really simple. If you see somebody proud of heart like that, you stay the fuck away. Trump is bringing nothing but terrible. He's bringing out the most terrible display of leadership, but he's showing the nature of Esau. All right, hey, that's why Israel just went out and attacked fucking Syria. I don't even know. They can't even tell you a proper reason. These people are bloodthirsty, man. Blood fucking thirsty. But the reasoning behind that is because the Lord is raising up that pride in them, so that he could take them down. All right? That's what it's all about. It's about the ultimate shakedown. There's no return after this. The Lord is about to wipe this place out. He's going to annihilate it. He's going to decimate it from the face of the earth. So he wants this man nice and fat. All these Edomite leaders are showing their color. But this guy in particular, you could tell he has a Caesarian Roman emperor mindset. Like he could do whatever he fucking please. Like the man said, he said Trump feels like he could go to Fifth Ave in New York City, the busy area, where all the rich people live, take a gun and just shoot somebody publicly and just get away with it. Like how you will see in a gangster movie. That's how he operates because of the pride of this man. Okay? And the Lord is purposely doing this. Obadiah 3. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And ain't that what the Lord been saying about these people? Are we not seeing that? And even when we go out there in the highways and byways, they know the prophecies. They scholars tell them everything. They know every single thing that we're saying is true. Hey, even AI is telling them like, yeah, what these people are saying is true. This man still think he could take the Lord down. The Lord is fattening up his enemy so he could wipe them out. Though that exalted thyself as an eagle, because the eagle flies higher than any other what they call a rapture bird. So it's above. Okay, this is why the Greeks had the symbol. The Germans, the Romans, they had the symbol of the eagle. All right, because they believe in their heart that they are above everybody, and they pray. It says, and thou set thy nest among the stars, literally, all right, into the heavens. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. So the Lord is in the process of bringing this man down. And when the Lord takes somebody down, you do not want to take that person's side, because the Lord is going to wipe you out. So it's something real quick to the spirit. Shalom to the elect of the nation Israel. Shalom.